Eagles fans and NFL fans, what's good? This is your boy Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. I'm back at it again with another reaction video, but this time we're going to be reacting to Za'Darius Smith's first interview as a Philadelphia Eagle. My man finally broke his silence since being signed to the Philadelphia Eagles on a one-year deal, so I can't wait to hear from him. I've never really listened to a Za'Darius Smith interview prior to this. I mean, he's played for a bunch of organizations. He's played for Green Bay, Baltimore, Detroit, Cleveland. I mean, he's a talented player, and he's been one of the most productive edge rushers, I mean, over the past decade. So let's just call it what it is, man. But regardless, I'm excited to hear what he has to say. I'm excited to hear what this brother brings to the table. So let's just check the temperature and see where his perspective is since being signed to the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get it.
Well, I know it's only been a couple of days, but what have they told you about what role you're going to fill here in Philadelphia?
We hadn't talked about it much. They just really wanted me to get in and basically just get some movement, you know, just get my feet wet on the field again. It's been since January 14th since I've been in pads, so this is my first day in pads since January 14th.
Damn, January 14th. When you think about it, January 14th, that's damn near a year ago. What is that? February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Sheesh, that's 8 months ago. Like, my man ain't played football in 8 months, basically. He ain't had pads on since, for 8 months. And he was in Detroit, being traded from Cleveland to Detroit. And he had signed to Cleveland that year on a one-year deal. And I think in Detroit, he put up how many? He put up 4 sacks in Detroit in that short amount of time. So that's great production for a guy that's bounced around a little bit. But, again, man, hearing what he has to say about them bringing him in, he doesn't really know exactly what his role would be yet, but they wanted to really just get his feet wet and, you know, and get him going. So we'll see.
What made this the right spot for you?
Man, you know what, man? I had a lot of teams calling, but I just felt comfortable with coming to Philly. You know, I know Obo, you know.
A lot of teams called. A lot of teams called him. A lot of teams wanted his services, but he wanted to come to Philly. I ain't mad at him.
We was together in Cleveland, man, and I talked to him, and he was just telling me about the organization, the locker room, and the great people here, man. Dom, one of the head guys, man. I love Dom, man. But just this whole team, man, and the culture, man, I love everything about it. And hey, they just got a Super Bowl, and hopefully we can go get it again. But, you know, we're just going to take it 1 week at a time, you know, and go 1-0 each and every week.
You know, Obo Okoronkwo, Eagles signed him to a one-year deal as well. He played for Cleveland last year. And, you know, they're both veterans, right? And him saying that, hey, I spoke to Obo and he told me about how top-notch the Eagles organization is, right? And, you know, his mind is already on the bigger goal, right? His mind is already on Super Bowl. He understands why he came here. He knows why he came here. He understands that this is probably the best chance he will have to win a Super Bowl at this point in his career. So, again, Za'Darius Smith, he's a productive player. He can help any football team, but he decided to choose the Philadelphia Eagles. Like he said, he got a bunch of calls, but he decided to come here. So I'm happy, man. I'm happy that Za'Darius Smith is here. It helps a young edge rushing group. He's going to bring a lot to the table. Let's keep the conversation going.
What's the hardest part about coming into a team this late, missing training camp and preseason?
Hard?
Oh, challenging.
So she asked him, what's the most challenging part about missing training camp and coming into a new situation, a new team? What's the most challenging part about it?
I would just say getting back in the rhythm. You know, like I said, I haven't been in pads since January the 14th, you know, in that playoff game with Detroit. So for me, it's just getting back to it. I think I came out, you know, I was a little windy at first with individuals, but, you know, I got going after that with the team period.
What's your memory of watching this?
Again, not playing football for 8 months, and then you didn't go through a whole training camp with any organization. I mean, I would imagine you still got to get your legs up under you. But for him to say, hey, you know, I was a little winded at first, but once we got the team drills, I was straight. Okay.
That's in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs.
Oh, man, it was great, man. Getting after the quarterback, man. Relentless effort from all the guys, man. And they bringing a lot of guys back, man, especially for the guys in the inside, man. So been working with JC, man, and a lot of the other guys, man. And we just been coordinating our rushes with each other, you know, running games together at practice today. So look good. Yeah, for sure.
Za'Darius he just has a veteran air about him. He has a veteran aura. He just knows how to speak to the media, knows how to intertwine his personality and his charisma into his answers while still being a professional. Speaking about how talented the young guys are, speaking about, what he noticed in that Super Bowl, the guys having relentless effort, the guys just flying fast to the ball. He's already thinking about ways him and Jalen Carter can get to the quarterback and, running games with each other, just trying to commingle their pass rush moves in tandem so they can constantly keep the offensive line on their toes. Za'Darius Smith, again, he's already thinking about ways to affect his team and already thinking about ways that he can impact the young guys and bring something to the table.
Sure.
Were you always planning on playing this season, or was that a consideration to walk away?
Oh, no, I was playing for sure. Yeah. I'm not hanging it up yet. I see where you was going with that. But nah, man, I got a lot more left in the tank. I played football. I started my senior year in high school. So it's like I'm still young in the game, man. So yeah,
What?
I got a lot more left.
Wait, Za'Darius didn't start playing football till his senior year of high school? That's crazy. And I mean, again, you see his personality shining through. You see a guy who has charisma, a guy who just has, who knows how to play that game with the media to a degree. Again, he's seems like an easygoing guy. Seems like a guy that's very confident in his abilities. But again, I had no idea Za'Darius Smith didn't start playing football until his senior year. That actually makes a lot of sense because now that I think about it, Za'Darius Smith, he went to Greenville High School in Alabama, but he didn't go straight to a D1 or a D2 college for football. He went to East Mississippi Community College. Then he transferred to the University of Kentucky. So, and let me think about how many years he spent at both programs. So, he didn't get to the University of Kentucky until 2013, 2014. So, yeah, man, this is interesting. I had no idea he didn't start playing football until high school.
Don't put that one on me.
You say you have a lot more left. What are you looking to prove for yourself, I guess, individually?
Now? I'm not going to say I'm out here to prove nothing, man. I'm just out here to help this team the best way I can, man. We got a lot of younger guys, man, so I can be a mentor to them. Winning, hopefully we can win games to get where we were last year, where they were last year, to where I can get a chance to experience.
He said, I'm not really looking to prove anything. I just know I got something to bring to the table, and I want to help these young guys. I want to taste that feeling. I want to get back to that mountaintop that these guys were at. I want to be a part of that. And he recognizes that this is his best route to doing so. He thinks about the Eagles, the way they're built offensively. He's thinking about the way they're built defensively. And this is me just speculating, but just based off of everything he's saying, he knows what he brings to the table. He knows that he's one of them ones. He knows that he can get to the quarterback. And when you think about his career, he's proven. He goes beyond the scheme. He's not a scheme reliant athlete. He can get it done no matter where you put him or whoever he's playing for.
You mentioned it is a really young group here, especially these pass rushers. What's a message you want to share with them after being in the league a little longer than them?
Just stay consistent. When you're not, man, a lot of things could happen. It's more of the next man up. But that's not on their mental right now. I think a lot of guys be so worried about getting after the quarterback and making sacks. I always tell them, just don't worry about that. Don't focus on that. Just go play the game, and the sacks gonna come. So just keeping them, level-headed a little bit. Yeah.
Interesting. That's interesting, right? To hear a veteran speak like that, right? Because let's really think about this. Vic Fangio is a guy who's always preaching to his edge rushers, his linebackers, his pass rushers, basically. He's always preaching, do your job. Do your job. Don't worry about getting to the quarterback. Don't worry about getting the sack. Don't worry about being the one to kill the play. Do your job, and everything is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Don't think about self. Don't think about your contract. The sacks are going to come. the more productive you are, the better you do your job, the more productive you will be. The production will find you. And for Za'Darius Smith to say this in his first interview, his first press conference, to say that that's the number one thing he wants young guys to focus on is that don't worry about the sacks. It's going to come. Do your job, be where you're supposed to be, and regardless, you'll be fine. And I think those are great words coming from Za'Darius Smith, great words coming from a new guy coming to the building. And frankly, I think Za'Darius Smith is going to have a major impact on the Philadelphia Eagles. When you think about what Jalen Carter brings to the table, Nolan Smith, Jalen Hunt, Moro Jomo, Byron Young, right? Josh Uche. Then you got Jihaad Campbell who can get to the quarterback. You also have Zack Baun who can get to the quarterback as well. You got a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of guys who are rangy, a lot of smart players on that defense. And you add Za'Darius Smith to that equation. You put Za'Darius Smith in that pot of gumbo, and it's frankly reassuring to hear a guy like that come in and say, look, I'm not here to prove nothing. And when he says that, I hear a guy who's confident in his own abilities and knows what he brings to the table, and also is focused on what the team needs, not how he can benefit, but how he can benefit the team. So let me know what you guys think about Za'Darius Smith. Make sure you guys comment below. Tell me your perspective. Again, this was Za'Darius Smith's first time speaking to the media in Philadelphia since signing to the Eagles. And I'm really curious to see how you guys feel about Za'Darius Smith. How do you guys feel about the signing? How do you guys feel about the production he could potentially bring to the Philadelphia Eagles? What's your prediction on the amount of sacks or the amount of tackles for loss he may get for the Philadelphia Eagles, right? What's your prediction on how many sacks he gets this Sunday against the Kansas City Chiefs? Because, again, this guy, he has been productive no matter where he goes. He's a guy that everywhere he went, he's been either a double-digit sack guy or he's been able to get close to it. Nonetheless, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler, a second-team All-Pro. Za'Darius Smith is like that. And he doesn't have too many miles on his body, given the fact that he just started playing football in high school. If you ask him, he got a lot left in the tank. So I'm really excited to see what Za'Darius Smith brings to the table. So make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. I'm your guy, Tone DeShields II. You guys have been tuned in to Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Peace.